The most dangerous betrayals don't begin in a bed. They begin in a silence. A silence so deep, so heavy, you start to forget the sound of your own heartbeat. My husband didn't leave me. He just vanished. While still sharing our home, our meals, our bed, he left me in a mansion of quiet, where the only echo was my own loneliness. I was the curator of a perfect life, a spotless house, happy children, a successful husband, and a marriage that had become a beautifully preserved museum piece, cold, still, and untouched. Then he walked into the museum. Not a stranger, a familiar face from family albums, now grown into a man with gentle eyes that actually saw. He was the nephew of a friend, young. His name was Jordan. He noticed. He noticed when I was tired. He laughed at my jokes that had grown dusty from disuse. He stayed to help with the dishes, and in the steam and the soft clatter of plates, he made me feel present. It started with a look that lingered a second too long over a cup of coffee. Then a touch, a brush of fingers passing a towel that we both pretended was an accident. My skin a sleep glorious heat. The night it changed, it was raining, a steady, whispering rain that blurred the world outside. We were in the laundry room, him sitting on the dryer, me folding the warm, clean scent of our domestic life. He watched me, and then he said, "You wear your sadness like perfume, and it's the most intoxicating thing I've ever breathed in." I dropped the towel I was holding. No one had seen me, the real, aching me, in so long. That sentence was a key, turning in a lock I thought was rusted shut. Our hands brushed. This time, neither of us pulled away. The air between us thickened, charged with every unsaid thing. A question hung there, and we answered it with silence. That night, lying beside my husband's turned back, I didn't feel guilt. I felt alive, terrifyingly, treacherously alive. I started wearing the perfume he mentioned. I put on lipstick for no one. I waited for the sound of his car. The texts began, innocent, then intimate, then, "I wish you were mine." I stared at those words in the dark, my husband asleep beside me, and I didn't delete them. He came over when my husband was away. The storm outside mirrored the one in my chest. One moment we were talking in the dim kitchen. The next, his lips were on mine. It was soft. It was a question. "Tell me to stop," he breathed against my mouth. My voice was not my own. "I can't." And then, I didn't just let it happen. I pulled him closer. I matched his hunger with my own. Years of neglect, of quiet dying, erupted into a feeling so fierce it stole my breath. In that kitchen, against that counter, I wasn't a wife. I wasn't a mother. I was a woman, rediscovered. Afterward, I saw my wedding ring on the nightstand. I didn't even remember taking it off. It looked like a relic from someone else's life. The guilt came later. It crashed over me in cold, sickening waves. He moved on, of course. A young man's fling. I saw a picture of him with a girl, smiling, and my world didn't end. It just solidified into this new, painful shape. Now I lie in my marital bed, my husband's familiar back to me, and I beg myself to forget. But my body remembers. My heart remembers. I try to touch my husband, to reignite a ghost of a flame, and it feels like the ultimate betrayal of myself. So I ask you, is it worse to break a vow, or to let your soul wither away, untouched, inside a vow that has become a tomb? I am not telling you this because I am proud. I am telling you because I am alive, was resurrected in that betrayal. And sometimes, in the deepest, quietest part of the night, I am not sure if saving my marriage was worth the cost of burying that woman ever again.